The LG V20 HFR, and today I'm doing a video about the iPhone SE 2020. So Apple has announced the second generation of the iPhone SE, this is really cool. Yeah, this is not there. In my opinion, it looks like the iPhone 7, iPhone 8. And yeah, I'm on Apple's website here, so you guys can check this out. A link to this will be down below. And before I get further into the video, this may be a long video, so just be prepared for that. So here it is, iPhone SE 2020. That comes out April 24th, 2020, which is next Friday. So yeah, lots to love, lots to spend. $399 for the iPhone SE 2020. That's the starting price. Or $954 a month for $229 to trade in. So that's pretty cool. It says iPhone SE packs our most powerful chip into our most popular size at our most popular. Let me read that again. It says iPhone SE packs our most popular chip into our most popular size at our most affordable price. It's just what you've been waiting for. Pre-orders begin at 5 a.m. on Friday Pacific Daylight Time. So y'all got some pre-order the iPhone SE 2020 this Friday at 5 a.m. Pacific Time. So it's pretty cool. Durable glass and aluminum design. Bring 4.7-inch Retina HD display. iPhone 11 Pro called it wants its chip back. So it has the same chip as the iPhone 11 Pro, so that's pretty good. The iPhone SE 2020 has A13, but it has an A13 chip from Apple. So if we put the brains of iPhone 11 Pro in the body of iPhone SE, A13 Bionic, it's the fastest chip ever in a smartphone period, so everything is fluid whether you are launching apps, playing the latest games, or exploring new ways to work and play with augmented reality. Smile, you're in portrait mode. This is the advanced camera system with A13 Bionic brings you portrait mode, which articulate blurs the background to put the focus on the subject even when you're taking selfies. Depth control, a simple slider lets you blur the background as much or as little as you like before or after you take the photo. It also has portrait lighting. Choose from 6 studio quality effects, then adjust the lighting intensity to show your subject in the best possible light. It also has studio light as well. This picture's loading here. Sorry about that, this picture's loading. That's studio light there, natural light, contour light, and stage light monitor. Okay, portrait lighting there. So this is when you're looking to go into detail about each. We'll probably just show pictures of it. So it says let there be light and shadow and contour. Next generation smart HDR knows a face when it's sizzling and intelligently relights it to capture more natural looking contours and skin tones. It also finesse highlight and shadow detail in the background, so every part of your photo looks amazing. High definition video. So it's 4K video, saying 4K video means you'll see 4 times more detail than 4K video means you'll see 4 times more detail than in 1080p HD video, and extended diamond frames adds greater detail and lighting and highlights and shadows. Quick take: when the photo up turns into a video off, you can instantly start recording video by holding the shutter. Sweet home button. Touch ID lets you securely unlock your iPhone and sign into apps instantly. You can even use it with Apple Pay to grab a coffee, get a Yiga app, or shop for sneakers online, all without reaching for your credit card. Privacy is built. Everything we make is designed to give you control over your information. All the iMessages you send are encrypted. Fingerprint data is stored on your device, never on Apple servers or an iPhone. Apple Pay doesn't store your credit card number, and the rest goes on. So vials, spices, sauces, sprinkles, sprays, splatters, and spills. iPhone SE is water resistant up to 1 meter for 30 minutes. It's not afraid of a little coffee, tea, or soda either. And dust, no worries. The iPhone SE, the first one was not water resistant, but this one is. This is basically like an iPhone 7, 8 with newer internals. Binge-worthy battery life. The show must go on, so iPhone SE lets you watch up to 13 hours of video on a single charge. When you do need to power up, just set it down on a wireless charger, or connect to an 18-watt fast charger, or connect to an 18-watt fast charger that will take you from 0 up to 50% in 30 minutes. Built for iOS 13 and beyond. So the iPhone SE 2020 will have iOS 13 pre-installed, and it will get updates for years to come. It says iPhone SE is made to run on the latest features, and even some that haven't been Says iPhone SE is made to run the latest features, and even some that haven't been invented yet. So you can use dark mode, search shortcuts, and the new Photos app now, and take advantage of features and security updates in the future. Comes in black. Comes in white. I do think that's actually really cool. I like that. Pretty sweet. Comes in black and white. Comes in black, white, and red. So yeah, this is a product red edition. So pretty neat. Even more stuff. You have two-tone dynamically adjust white balance on the display, so images look natural and are easier on your eyes. Haptic touch, press and hold an icon for shortcuts, and a slight vibration makes it feel like you're pressing a real physical button. You also have augmented reality. Run the latest AR apps that let you measure real. It says run the latest AR apps that lets you measure real-world objects, not constellations of your size and more. Stereo audio recording. iPhone SE records videos in stereo to make the sound as engaging as the picture. Faster Wi-Fi and safer data. The new iPhone SE has Wi-Fi 6 on board and gigabit class LTE. There is no 5G on this model, so do keep that in mind. This is a budget iPhone, so you do have to keep that in mind, alright? there isn't a 5G iPhone yet anyway, so there you go. It says Wi-Fi 6 and gigabit LTE. It says Wi-Fi 6 and gigabit class LTE can deliver much faster download speeds whether you are on Wi-Fi or cellular networks. Audio sound. You and a friend can both rock out to the same playlist by pairing two sets of AirPods or Beats headphones to one iPhone. Dual SIM. Doing numbers. Dual SIM with eSIM lets you have both a business number and a personal number on the same iPhone. I think this does support eSIM now, so that's pretty cool. Use AR to see iPhone SE. So if you guys have Safari browser, you can open this. So pretty neat. So it's black, white, and red. Yeah. Export iPhone accessories. So you guys got accessories here. You guys got AirPods and software. Wide support for upgrading from the iPhone to iPhone SE. Same if you have an Android, see why you should switch. Get credit towards the new iPhone SE. With Apple Trade-in, you can get credit towards the iPhone SE when you trade in your current iPhone or Android smartphone. Trade in multiple devices for even more credit. It's good for you and the planet. So I think if you trade in your friend, I think they'll like recycle your phone and stuff. So you are getting what you want, but you're also doing something good for the planet. So yeah, the smartest way to buy your next iPhone. Apple Card monthly installments lets you pay for your new iPhone every time. Interest free, you'll get 3% daily cash back, which is automatically headed to your Apple Cash Card in the Wallet app. Why is Apple the best place to buy? Have questions about carriers, payments, and anything else on iPhone? Just say the word. They tell you guys about fast free delivery, and find the card that's right and get help buying and all that. So here they're gonna compare the iPhone SE, the first generation versus the second iPhone SE. The first one was basically an iPhone 5S with newer internals. The new iPhone SE is basically an iPhone 7, 8 with newer internals. So the first iPhone SE had a 4-inch display. iPhone SE 2020 4.7 inch display. A13 Bionic. Much faster when launching apps with Phone AR and sword fighting on motorcycles. It says it's up to 2.4 times faster CPU than A9, up to 4 times faster GPU than the A9. So I think the first iPhone SE had an Apple A9 chip inside. So there you go. Snapshots become portraits. Try this portrait lighting effects and more. Way quicker when downloading photos, backing up files, and streaming music. Up to 6.5 times faster cellular speeds, up to 2.7 times faster Wi-Fi speeds. Splash slosh, splatter and spill resistant, 1 meter water resistance to 1 meter for 30 minutes. It's IP68 rating. You can use 2 different phone numbers. You can have you can have the one SIM and then have the eSIM. The eSIM support is on this one. You can use 2 different numbers, like I said. You can use two phones. You're gonna have one lease line, one another regular phone player. You're gonna have a business line and a personal line in the same phone. Pretty close to up to 2.5 hours longer battery life for you know, movies or porn or whatever you guys want to do. And you can compare all the iPhone models right here. You guys see they have the iPhone SE 6, 6 Plus, 6S, 6S Plus, 7, 7 Plus, 8, and 8 Plus there. This basically just show you guys what I just showed you guys on the last thing here. So, you can compare the iPhone, like I said, this is the iPhone SE 2nd generation, and compare it to any other phones here. So if we did the iPhone 7, it's the same phone with the iPhone 8. It's the same phone as the iPhone 7. The iPhone SE 2020 is the same phone as the iPhone 7 and iPhone 8. Okay? So there we go. So if you guys like the compact iPhone of like the iPhone 7 or the iPhone 8, the iPhone SE 2020 could be for you to check out. The phone looks nice, you know. I was a big fan of the iPhone 7. I was a big fan of it. So the phone looks really nice. Just give it a second here to load up, and yeah. Alright, so the iPhone SE 2020 comes in three colors. You have black, white, and product red, which is really cool. The black iPhone looks pretty nice in my opinion. You have three storage options: 64 gigs, 128 gigs, or 256 gigs. So it's starting at $399. So it's $399 for 64 gig. I think it's $399 then. I don't know if it's in the about $100 increments. So if it is be $399, $499, and $599, but I don't know what the increments are. I don't know if it's about 100 or whatever. But I do know that the 64 GB iPhone SE 2020 is $399. So this is better than the iPhone SE from 2014, 2015. It's way better, obviously. So there's your size right there. This is the iPhone SE 2020 right here. That's what you guys are looking at. Of course, the height is 5.45 inches. That's the height. The big ass bells on the set on top and bottom. This is a 16 by 9 screen, so just keep it in mind. The width is 2.65 inches. The depth is 0.29 inches. And the iPhone SE 2020 weighs 5.22 ounces. So, not too bad. So you guys have the iPhone 11 and the iPhone SE right there. Obviously the iPhone 11 is bigger. It has like iPhone 11 specs crammed into a smaller form factor, so that's pretty neat. Retina 18 display, 4.7-inch widescreen LCD multi-touch display with IPS technology, 1334 by 750 pixels with 326 ppi, 1400 to 1 contrast ratio, true tone display, wide color display, haptic touch, 625 nits max brightness, fingerprint resistant, cubic coating, display zone, and visibility. It has A13 Bionic and 3rd generation neutral engine, splash and water and dust resistance. It says IP67 rated. I thought it was IP68, but it's IP67 rated. Maximum depth from 1 meter for 30 minutes. 12 megapixel wide camera with f1.8 aperture. Digital zoom up to 5 times. Portrait mode with advanced bokeh and depth control. Portrait lighting and 6 effects. Optical image stabilization, 6 element lens, LED true time, flash with source sync. Panorama amount up to 63 megapixels, sapphire crystal lens cover, which is nice. Autofocus with focus pixels, wide color capture for photos and live video, next generation smart HDR for photos, advanced red eye correction. So that's pretty good. So if you guys take pictures and you guys have red eyes, it will all correct that. So that's kind of, it's kind of weird when you take a picture and you see red eyes. It's kind of weird. It's kind of freaky as well. So the ones that on that also have auto image stabilization, burst modes, photos, geotagging, image formats, capture, video recordings. Of course, you get 4K and 24, 30, or 60 frames, 1080p at 30 or 60, 720p at 30, extended dynamic frames for videos up to 30 frames per second, optical image stabilization for video, digital zoom up to 3 times LED true time flash, quick take video, slow motion video support for 1080p at 120 frames or 240 frames per second, time-lapse video stabilization, cinematic video stabilization, 4K, 1080, and 720, continuous autofocus video, take 8 megapixel still photos while recording 4K video, playback zoom, video formats, and stay recording. Your front-facing camera is a 7 megapixel camera with an f2.2 aperture lens, portrait mode with advanced bokeh and depth control, portrait lighting with 6 effects, 1080p video at 30 frames, retina flash quick take video, wide color capture for photos and live photos, auto HDR for photos, auto image stabilization, burst mode cinematic video stabilization. You also touch ID. Fingerprint sensor is built into the home button. So if you guys have used the iPhone 7 or the iPhone 8, you guys will be right at home with this one. It's basically an iPhone 7, 8 with newer hardware on it. You also have Apple Pay on here as well. Pay with your iPhone using Touch ID in stores within apps and on the web. Send and receive money and messages. Complete packages made with Apple Pay on the Mac. Apple Card. Credit card. Credit by Apple, designed for iPhone. Use the wallet app to apply for, manage, and use Apple Card. Pay with Apple Pay. Using Touch ID in stores within apps and on the web. Titanium laser etched physical credit card for use on Apple Pay is not accepted yet. Carriers are going to at&t, T-Mobile, Sprint, and Verizon. It's also going to prepaid carriers as well. So prepaid carriers will get this one. So the iPhone SE is basically going to every carrier basically. There's a cellular and wireless. Your modem things there on top. Then you have your models, all models. Gigabit class LTE with 2x2 MIMO and LAA. I'm not sure what those mean. 8211AX Wi-Fi 6, Bluetooth 5.0, NFC, and Express Card power reserve. Location details are built-in GPS, digital compass, Wi-Fi cellular, and iBeacon macro location. Video calling, FaceTime, video calling over Wi-Fi or cellular. FaceTime audio over you have FaceTime audio, you have voice over LTE and microphone. Audio playback, video playback, Siri, of course, it has that Siri is user voice to send messages, set reminders, and more. Get intelligent suggestions on your live stream and messages. Mail, quick type, and more. Activate hands-free with only your voice using Hey Siri. Use your voice to run shortcuts from your favorite apps. So show you guys what everything is. So like I said, if you guys are familiar with the iPhone 7 or the iPhone 8, this new iPhone will be familiar to you in every way, shape, or possible. It has newer software and newer hardware in the phone. Also, there's a home button right here, home button Touch ID, volume up and down. This the ring slider here. Button stereo speaker, button microphone, side button. You have a lightning connector, button microphone, button stereo speaker. Your speaker is right here, guys. I don't think it's dual speakers, I don't think. Power and battery, lasts is about the same as iPhone 8. Video playback up to 13 hours, video playback 8 hours, audio playback 40, fast charge up to 50% in 30 minutes with 18-watt adapter or higher so you will have to buy the 18-watt charger, you will have to buy the 18-watt adapter fast charger. Has a built-in iron battery. Wireless charging works with Q chargers, charging via USB to computer system on power adapter. I don't know what the default adapter is when you guys get the phone out. When you guys buy the phone. I don't think it's 18 watt. I think you have to buy the 18 watt adapter yourself. I think you have to buy that. Sensors, of course. Touch ID, barometer 3-axis gyro, accelerometer, proximity sensor, ambient light sensor, iOS 13. iOS is the world's most personal and secure mobile operating system, packed with powerful features that help you get the most out of every day. Accessibility is the features included. Built-in apps, you get all these apps from Apple, of course. Free apps from Apple. Headphones, you get AirPods with lightning connector, SIM card. It says dual SIM. It's a this takes a nano SIM card. It's also eSIM as well. It says iPhone SE is not compatible with existing micro SIM cards, so they keep it in mind. There's a rating for hearing aids and no attachment support. System requirements. Environment and language. In the boxes, what you guys get in the box is everything that you guys would expect for an iPhone. Is you guys will get iOS, and you'll get the iPhone SE with iOS 13, AirPod with lightning connector, lightning to USB cable, USB power adapter, and documentation there. So yeah, there you guys have it. iPhone SE 2020 is now here. It's been announced by Apple. It comes out next Friday, April 24th. It's going to T-Mobile, AT&T, Sprint, and Verizon, and it's going to all prepaid carriers as well. Get out of here. Sorry about that, guys. Every time I get this page, I keep getting software iPhone SE. So yeah. So there you guys have iPhone SE. Has been announced by Apple. It comes out April 24th. It starts at $399 for the 64GB version. You can trade this phone in and get it for $229, so that's pretty cool. So there you guys have it. iPhone SE 2020 is now here. It comes out next Friday, April 24th. It's going to every carrier you can imagine. So if you guys are looking to get an iPhone, if you guys like the iPhone 11, but you guys if you guys like compact iPhones, iPhone SE 2020 could for you to check out. It has new hardware and software. So the iPhone SE 2020 has all the latest and greatest features packed into a compact design. So yeah, there you guys have the iPhone SE 2020. It comes out next Friday, April 24th. So if you guys enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up, guys. Let me know. Peace, rate, comment, subscribe. Thank you very much for watching my video, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.